Well, I mean, it is interesting to see how much market cap money we lost just because of the tariffs. Obviously, there's a miscalculation by the market. I'm listening to Mr. Wonderful today. It's really a breath of fresh air to have a business person on, because I think business people united when I speak to them. Look, the Chinese are rapacious. The Chinese, they'll do anything to stop us. The Chinese are trying to take our intellectual property. At least we have a president that's willing to do something about it, even if we don't like him. And I hear that over and over again, and I keep listening to talking heads who act like, you know what, we are at the mercy of China, and we better start realizing we're at the mercy of them. But the business people don't feel like that at all. There's a real difference between the people who come on our air, with the exception of Mr. Wonderful, perhaps, and the people who are engaged in commerce. And it's a delight to hear Kevin O'Leary talk about what it's really like to deal with them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I actually feel it's within our aim, within our vision now that we could fix this IP problem. I've been so screwed over, Jim, for so long. I'm so pissed, and I really want to fix it this time. I'm only asking for a level playing field. That's all I want. Just make it level. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, look, my father lost most of the mills that he repped for gift wrap because of the Chinese. What did he have to do in the end, Kevin? He had to go to work for the Chinese. Now, they were very nice to him, but it was only because they had destroyed everything in this country that was in his industry that he had to go to work for them. I don't know if that's so good. My father was a rep. How about the people who worked at the mill? What did they do? And the answer is, well, they lost their jobs. But there are a lot of people who come on our air don't seem to realize those were real jobs, and they went away.
Wait, did you watch D'Amico yesterday on our air, Jim? Did you think?
I thought he was spectacular.
Did you think he was that he was lying when he said that thousands of towns in the Midwest had been decimated? Is that hyperbolic, do you think? Or I mean, you can almost connect the dots from the 80s, can't you?
No, I mean, I think D'Amico's really almost everything I've heard from him, and I speak to him a lot, I have to admit. It's based on empirical evidence of what's going on in the country. He also, of course, has been very honest about how it never costs more for steel. Those who've complained about steel are not looking at the real at the price. Again, big disconnect. Man who ran the largest, best steel company we have versus the talking heads who say, listen, unfortunately, we're pitiful. Unfortunately, we've lost the battle. Unfortunately, we're not as good as they are. And I don't know. I mean, yeah, we've lost a lot of jobs in this country. I mean, if they want to put a tax on U.S. tequila, they can do it. But we don't make tequila. See, it's Mexican.
Jim, I want to ask you about Apple. There's this really interesting note, which I know you saw this morning from J.P. Morgan, saying that in order to offset the increased tariffs, they might have to impose up to a 14% increase on iPhones, and that could in turn take down EPS by about 14%. Should we be worried?
Well, I think we should have when it was over 200. I got to tell you, Melissa, we're all trying to figure out where's the new price Apple. We know that they bought $12 billion back at 167. We know they have unlimited firepower. But all I hear about from Apple is, you know what, game over. And again, I mean, the game over thing is starting to really bore me. Yes, there are some retailers that are going to have to raise prices a little. But you know what? The Chinese have been eating most of these tariffs because they want the business. Why are they suddenly going to stop? You know, the Chinese are companies. And it's bad capitalism that they use. They cannot dictate to us. We can dictate to them because they don't have a market for this stuff. But again, I hear people come on and they say that we are a paper tiger. We're not. They need our business. They will have to cut prices of what they give to us. Why is it, Melissa, that that's never talked about?